Your students are watching you, everything that you say and do. And believe it or not, this can affect your classroom management without you even realizing it. In this video, I will uncover this hidden cause for some of the behavior problems that you are seeing in your classroom. And stick around to the end so that I can give you some ideas on how to fix it. Stay tuned. Whether good or bad, the children in your classroom are modeling a lot of what you do and say because you are teaching them even when you are not teaching them. So what does this mean? It means that you're teaching them through your actions, your body language, your eyes, your manners, your words, etc. Because teaching doesn't begin when you are starting a lesson and end when it's done. It's happening throughout the whole day. This can work for you and sometimes it can work against you. So for example, teacher A is a teacher who is rude to other adults in front of the kids, uses harsh language, allows certain behaviors to happen, which is basically co-signing it, and may seem a little cold. Teacher B likes to talk about her emotions and how she's feeling about certain things and how she works through them with her kids. She's polite, she uses all the other manners, and she's also warm with the children and inviting to people coming into her classroom. And yes, these are actual teachers that I have known in the past. And these were the types of things that the children were experiencing on a day-to-day basis. And what I saw in the children of these teachers were very similar behaviors. So for instance, for teacher A, I saw a lot of the children being, kind of cold and rude to each other. I saw a lot of picking on each other. I even saw where the students were being rude or disrespectful to special teachers or even substitute teachers. Whereas with teacher B, I saw children who were warm with each other. And if someone was having a hard time, they would, try to pick that child up and uplift him or her. And I also saw, them using language that was polite with each other, whether it was excuse me or saying sorry. 3- and 4-year-olds saying sorry on their own. That's a big deal. So whether it was unintentional or not, these things that the children were seeing affected the classroom management. So what I did was I broke down the ideas into 2 categories, and one category is explicit teaching. So to avoid these types of things happening in terms of whether your words or your actions are dictating the behavior that's going on in the classroom, one way that you can do this is when you are actually teaching. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you are teaching and demonstrating the things that you want them to do. So if there's anything like procedures that you want the children to be able to do on their own, make sure that you are creating a system where they will know exactly what to do. And that's for anything and everything. So this fits under the category of your actions in terms of you actually teaching them how to do something. So later on, they'll be able to do it without you watching. There's a particular set of steps that I've always used that really helped in the classroom, and I have a video on that, and I will put it up here in the cards for you to check out. And it definitely just gives you some steps that you can ensure that you are making the most of these teaching time. And the second category that I was thinking about when I was coming up with these ideas was more like an implicit teaching. So this is where you are following through with whatever it is you had said. So for instance, if we're talking in terms of rules in your classroom or classroom norms, you are following through with whatever it is, just so that they know that when you say something, you are going to deliver on it, whether, with whatever it is. And to piggyback off of that, you want to be consistent with how you respond to behaviors so that they know that it's not a sometimey kind of thing, that you are consistent with the things that you say and do. And then you just want to be the example for them. Model the behavior that you want to see them do. If you want them to use manners, then make sure that you're showing them manners. So this means that you're not doing it, or you're not showing it in a lesson. You can do that, but make sure that you are showing these things throughout the day, every day. So a bonus idea would be to get other eyes on the situation if and when possible, because maybe they can see something that you are not seeing. A lot of times, especially when it comes to our actions or our words, we have this like blind spot as to that maybe we are in some way, whether, like I said, unintentional or intentional, that we are contributing to some of the things that are happening in the classroom, whether good or bad. And we don't see that. So maybe they can see something that you can't see. Bringing in fresh eyes and having them sit in, if it's possible, having them sit in and just monitor or observe what is happening, and then maybe they can give you some insight that you had no idea was even happening. When it comes to classroom management issues, the easiest place to start to fix them is with things that you can control, like your expectations, your classroom management pillars, and your words and your actions. And if you're struggling with any of these things, go ahead and hit me up on Instagram and we can talk about it. So I hope this helps. Like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you know when the next video has been posted. Until then, I'll see you soon. Bye.